Today I'm here with Jeff and Angela Canzonetta. Hi, how are
Hello,
you?
Amy, how are you?
Good, good. So thank you for joining me. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself and your business?
Well, the business is Bella Peppers, LLC,
Okay.
and the name came from my daughter,
Okay.
meaning beautiful peppers.
Okay.
So I really love the name. One day
Yes.
my daughter will inherit the business. Getting back to how things, started, just a passion, ongoing numbers of hours of just working recipes and trial and error, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's so many times where we were like, oh, we maybe need a little bit more of this, a little bit less of this. And, we're doing weights, how many pounds of this. I mean, it's actually a science. And we feel now with my team,
Yeah.
with my sister, our Bliss marketing team, that we have a special product.
Okay.
I feel, and there's a lot of peppers out there,
Yes.
especially in the Youngstown area.
Right.
It must be a thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loves peppers.
Everybody loves peppers.
Everybody loves greens, Italian greens.
Yep.
What's better than some peppers on some greens?
Yep. It's a Youngstown thing for sure.
And we want to get people educated out there in the world about what we do.
Okay.
So we're reaching people in different areas. We have some farm markets that we do. We have some sparkle markets that we're currently in.
Sure.
Bueller's markets, and they venture into the Pennsylvania area a little bit. We also have some local giant eagles.
Okay.
And some restaurants even dabble with it. So, getting back to the hard work, the sweat, the timeless hours of just getting them right.
Now, is that your peppers or is that your rubs or is that both?
Well,
because you got a whole thing going on.
you are absolutely right. Now, the peppers, I'm probably focusing more on the peppers.
Yeah.
But the premium rubs are also a labor of love.
Yes.
I had a collaboration with my brother, Mark Canzonetta.
Okay.
And he did a lot of the research and development on that. One thing I'll say about the spices are that they are more low sodium. I don't have that really on there. We want you to taste the seasoning.
Sure.
I mean, I hate to say it, but salt's cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody can throw salt into product and make it really stand out. We're not about that.
Okay.
It is a premium spice. We have a company out of Kentucky called R.L. Schreiber, which is, they are just amazing. That was a lot of research and development, getting the recipe right, going back and forth. I mean, it probably took us 3-4 times before we really nailed it to where we liked it.
So how long have you been doing the peppers and how long have you been doing?
Well, we've been doing the peppers. I mean, it started probably 8 years ago.
Okay.
Unfortunately, as the story goes, my father was the originator of it. God rest his soul. He passed away. I'm sorry.
No, there's no apology because that's family.
He was
How long's that been?
6 years.
Okay.
So, you have to pardon me just for a second, but he was the voice, the originator of the peppers. I mean,
It was his thing.
it started back in our house. We'd have the whole neighborhood over the house.
Yeah.
Coming in.
And that was his
We'd smell
thing?
up the whole neighborhood with the peppers. We'd be cutting at midnight. Everybody. I mean.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I mean, it goes back to where, unfortunately, back in those days, we didn't wear gloves.
Nope.
And our hands were burned for days. It was crazy.
He didn't tell you to put them gloves on.
And then we went and like, Dad, come on. So we went and bought gloves. Now you have
don't
to have
touch it.
gloves.
You have
Oh
to
my
have
God,
gloves,
you have to
right.
have gloves.
Yeah,
Even with
we
the
grow
spices,
them,
you have to have
so,
gloves.
yes.
We now, everyone wears the mask, during COVID. Oh, we wear those faithfully.
Yes.
Because the fumes.
Can't breathe.
I mean, you can't breathe. I mean, seriously. Just amazing. But again,
you took it from there. You kept it
well,
going.
my father also. I like to one thing that really stands out is that he suffered from pancreatic cancer.
Okay.
So every jar sold, we are going, actually it's coming up here shortly with my team. We're going to write a check for pancreatic research.
Hey, that's
we
awesome.
give back.
That's
we
awesome.
give back. And it's dear to
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
dear to my heart. And
That's awesome. So Angela, how did you get into doing this with the family and getting into this?
Well, I've always been involved in this ever since I was a little girl.
Okay.
My father and my brother, Jeff Canzonetta, were really an integral part. I mean, I knew how to do it, but I didn't really have the recipe. I helped cut peppers all the way back in 1975 when my dad was dabbling in it. And then we carried on from there. And I remember going to family functions and there'd be, I don't know how many different peppers. Try this one, try that one. We would be trying to figure out just perfecting that recipe.
Yeah.
I was very thrilled to know that when my brother and my father teamed up, that they were able to take it to even a greater level, even having a patent on this recipe, and also taking it to a larger scale, which, and even further larger scale, since my father's passed, Jeff has taken over with it. So
how long have you been involved with
I've been involved with it for the last 2 years now.
Okay.
I can't believe I could say that, but I'm a nurse by trade. So I jumped on board because it gave me an opportunity to remember my father, one, and also to sell these wonderful peppers. They're so delicious. I eat them all the time and cook all the time with them. And to meet people like yourself, Amy. I remember calling you and
You're
saying—
very good at what you do.
Yeah, I remember calling you and saying, Amy, my name is Angela Canzonetta, and you knew who I was.
Yes.
You knew from pesto days, you knew even just about the products, and you were like, just give me 3 cases. You didn't even have to taste them.
No, I didn't even taste them. I'm like, they got to be good.
So that was exciting. I love the whole idea. It gets me away from kind of my regular job, I should say. And I get to meet so many wonderful people, be a part of this. My brothers had me come aboard and I didn't know what my job was going to be at all. I do a little bit of this and a little bit of that and whatever needs to be done in
That's
between.
a small business.
Yes.
Like you just do it.
Yes. But I love meeting people and talking to people. I go and I do demos and I get to, and it's even extra special when they say they know my dad, Fred Canzonetta, that was his name. And so it's even special.
It's so personal.
It's so personal and it's so heartfelt for both he and I and my other brother Mark and our whole family.
Does that inspire you?
It does inspire me. It's so funny because I'm a nurse by trade, but then I never knew I could sell anything, and I actually can sell things.
Right? Yeah.
So
it's this new thing in you.
It's a new thing that I found out that I could actually do. And
so do you like that connection, that the markets?
I love it.
And that
I love it. I love I do a lot of events. I actually will help out with Jeffrey at some of the bigger events. We just did the Youngstown Flea Market. Yeah. And learning how to do these events was a big thing. Just getting.
There is definitely a trick to them. It's a whole other thing. Well, your reputation, like you said, when you called me, from as soon as you said what you were doing and the product that you had, I was like, I'm in, just bring them.
I mean, and I do the retail end of this too, but I thought in the beginning that maybe he just needed me for some PR, but I really like to sell. Yeah. So it keeps me quite busy on my, more busier than I could ever have thought.
Yeah,
and
you're gonna have an office.
An office.
One day, honey, you'll have an office. That's what they said about me, and I still don't have one. So no, I don't have an office.
Well, I take these peppers into my job. I work at Sharon Regional Health System. I'm a registered nurse there, and I introduced these peppers, and I sold 18 cases off the bat just to the nurses.
Just because it's so good.
Because they were so good.
That's
so awesome. I was like, that gave me a little bit of incentive, and I thought, I think I can sell these peppers.
That confidence. It gave you that confidence.
And we've won some awards. We've been out there in the Mahoning Valley Scrappers. We're very proud of that.
Okay.
Fan favorite.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. We had a great day. Our product is a cooked product. A lot of those were fresh product. So anybody that realized fresh, I love fresh product. Fresh product wins, of course. But I can't sell death. You know what I'm saying? I have to bring it up to FDA regulations.
There's
I got to
rules.
be certified.
Yes.
I got to have everything checkmate. So just remember, guys, that's the real deal.
It's the real deal, right?
I got all my licenses. I'm good.
So you have quite a past as far as like food and cooking, and like give me like a little bit of your past before this.
Well, I went to college for hospitality, restaurant management, culinary arts.
Okay.
So I do have background in this. Okay. So it all started when I got out of school. There's this place called Pesto's Cafe and Deli. Pretty much where it all began.
That's where my story starts with you.
Pretty much where it all began. I ain't gonna lie to you. Came out of school, went right there. My brother Mark Canzonetta, we had a place in Howland Plaza. I don't know if you're familiar with it, guys, but we were probably ahead of our time.
You were.
And people were catching up to us.
You pretty much set that tone for like local, really like chef owned, that kind of, you started that around here.
Yeah, and you know, we did a lot of good.
Yeah,
you know, the bad thing about it is we did some bad things too. Unfortunately, our first gather, I mean, made so many great customers, great friends, came in there, and it was more of a Italian theme. We had a little bit of Tex-Mex rolling in it.
Yeah.
And of course we had hot peppers. I mean, come on.
Yep.
And then I think we were just a little naive. Unfortunately, the badness caught up to us. So.
But isn't that just part of this business?
It's a growing thing. I mean, if you don't, I don't know anybody who hasn't failed.
Yep.
And most definitely we failed probably 1, 2, 3, 4 times.
Yeah.
You know?
You just keep doing it.
But that's the growing curve.
Yeah.
And everybody has a growing curve.
But here you are today.
Well, you know, you look at all these people out there in the world, they talk about that. You know, you have to fail to win.
Yeah.
So I'm all in for that.
Yeah.
So.
I just feel like it's meant to be.
Yeah, and then again, the spices are just amazing.
So what inspires you? Tell me, like, you've kind of given me a little bit about your background, and I feel like your peppers are fantastic. I'm not just saying that because I'm interviewing you.
Well,
it's like there is real something. I'll be honest. Anybody who knows me,
honesty's best.
But like, what inspires you? Like, you talk about like all these things that you've done to like, let's do the next thing. Let's do the next thing. You know, there's like this grit to this business, and you know,
you're only as good as your last product.
Well, you are, and your name is very well known in this area.
Sure.
Like, you know, and for so many different things, and so when you're putting your name on a product, like that's saying something. Like that is really like
we're hanging ourselves out there.
Yeah,
that's for sure. I mean, and then there's a lot of small guys out there putting themselves out there also.
Yeah.
And no, I'm gonna let you know the small guy right now is coming around the bend, in my opinion. We got a lot of good people out there doing a lot of good things. Yep. And please support local.
Yes. Which is what we're doing right now.
You know what gets me going is, I mean, I do love to cook. I have a passion for cooking, and I'll cook with the best of them.
Yes.
I really do. I like to create. I like to get a little bit edgy, and
these products allow you to do that.
Sure, absolutely.
Do you have a favorite?
I like, one of my favorites. It's very simple. It's a poor man's dish. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I love, our hot peppers sauteed with some great Italian sausage.
It's a basic good.
And then some shaved Parmesan. And you put that on, for your vegans out there, your gluten-free guys, whatever kind of pasta you like. Yeah. And just simple olive oil, garlic. Real simple dish.
Yes.
It's one of my favorites.
But it's the flavors that come out.
It's one of my, and when you want to get crazy, I mean, perfect on steak. Even, if you look at my website, we did a cheesecake.
I did not see that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, shoppapacans.com.
Yeah.
But we did a hot pepper cheesecake with a creme fraiche.
Okay.
With, we had to throw a little garnish in there.
Yeah.
Some diced red pepper, a little green. red pepper.
You got recipes on your
Yes,
site?
absolutely.
Okay, I gotta check that out
And then
too.
we also
I gotta check the recipe part of it out.
Yeah, we also monkey around with a little TikTok. Lauren, with the Bliss team. I have people send me recipes all the time with what they're doing. Angela can tell you about that.
Yeah.
I mean, she takes care of the recipes pretty much. I let her roll with it. She'll write it down. This is what they're telling me.
Right.
And we'll post it. And I have about 50 recipes right now that
awesome.
have to TikTok it, as they say. I don't know if that even makes sense.
Yes, it does. Yes.
So we're going to get out there. I've done a couple. There's a couple you haven't seen yet. They're coming. So
what inspires you? Like what inspires you?
What inspires me, someone gave us a email and they put hot peppers in pancakes. And I thought that was crazy. But it's actually it's pretty damn good.
Yeah, right.
You know, I would have never thought this guy was like, and potato pancakes, throw them in potato pancakes.
Right.
I mean,
so you're like the personal part of this business. You seem
one thing I really enjoy is talking, good people like yourself and talking to other people. Because, right now we've been out doing a lot of demos. We feel that we need to get out, and my sister, the team, I have 2 other people also with the team. So it started out with me and my sis, and we have another gentleman named Bill Santangelo. He is a vital part of it. My brother supports us. I mean, he's big with selling both of those at the bistro. And then we also have my cousin. He does a lot of flea markets, and right now, recently we did, the Youngstown Flea, which is really popping these days.
Yeah. So this is a family gig. Like this is like
family,
that roller coaster family gig.
And we have some other things we're going to be doing.
I'm excited.
So, I have 2 new products they want to do in the 4th quarter of the year.
Okay.
So
you're not stopping anytime soon.
Well, we played around with some gift baskets, which people like.
Yeah, everybody loves gift baskets around here.
I mean, Father's Day, people were really. Fathers love peppers too.
Yep.
So, just really, really doing some unique things.
What's your vision? What do you like? Where?
Well, we're going to do some new products for sure.
Okay.
I have 2.
So you like the fun of new stuff?
One is a jalapeno. I'm not going to give it all out right now. And we're going to do a pickle. Yeah. We have a pickle that we're going to be doing. Also, we're probably going to be doing some the spices in bigger portion. I mean, that's just for like 4 or 5 ounces. That's good for about 3 servings, 4 servings.
Sure.
So we're gonna maybe do a little bit a bigger thing.
Sure.
You may see that up.
Yeah.
So it takes time.
Yes, I know.
It takes time.
Yes.
You know, it just we all want it now.
Yep.
And one thing I've had to learn, Amy, is patience.
Is that hard for you?
Canzonettas don't have patience. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie.
Well, first of all, you're talking to Amy Davis,
okay.
so the more and more,
do you have patience?
I definitely.
Are you a patient person?
No, I'm definitely somebody like when I have an idea in my head, like it's happening. Like there's no, it is. Get out of my way. It is it's kind of like that determination.
I appreciate you taking the time to spend with me. And also having the product here. And I've looked at your products. You most definitely one of those ones supporting some of the local people out there in the world. You got to come out and see this. It's amazing.
Thank you. Well, thanks for being here today.
Yeah, my pleasure.